It's a quick walk around, just a status update for Chaparral video. This front porch turned out really good. I really like the stain and the design of this. It's awesome. I think painting those shutters actually worked pretty good too, versus using the stain. I mean, I think it worked, so it's good. Landscaping needs to be finished. Need some pine straw here and get some overspray off the house there. So you clean these beds up a little bit. Overall, this yard looks good though. It's a nice house. Paint looks pretty good on it. A couple of areas that could be touched up a little bit and chips removed and touched up. Walk around to the right side. Here again, we got some small weeds and stuff popping up we need to get rid of. Get the weeds off that fence. Side of the house. Looks pretty good. Backyard looks a lot better now. Wow. Wow. I didn't even know that backyard part was even here before. This just needs to be kind of just cut. Looks like there's a boat trailer back here. Stump. It's probably gonna leave the stump, but that needs to be gone. Wow, this yard got a lot bigger. Random little landscape box right here. Needs to be trashed out, really. This could also just be cut, like weed even cut through here. And there's a couple little things over there, like a cage and like a target practice thing to be removed. Some bricks right there by the fence. Just landscaping, basic standard landscaping in general, really, through here. Overall, general back of the house looks great. I even like the little red awning over there. Looks pretty good. Porch looks good now. Need to finish trashing out these bricks back here, blocks. And cut the grass again, get the overspray up off the ground. I would just put pine straw down in this whole area, even under the whole deck, like we talked about. Handrails and stuff been put in. Looks good. That looks good. Yeah, everything looks good. Not much to do over here. A little bit of punch out work. Good, just need the hardware on, right? Kind of need to blow this concrete off, at least blow it off real good, possibly even pressure wash it. I guess those are doors that came out of where we did opened up the kitchen. Walk in the house real quick. Yeah, basically just put the pine straw down all the way around the house. Basic landscaping, a little bit of paint touch up. Paul and secured them gutters a little better right there. Nails sticking out of it. Steps look good. This was awesome. All right, coming in here. Just need some paint touch up in general, like that shoe mold and you get the paint stuff off that light. And in here, a little bit of sheetrock up there. Let's see if I can turn some lights on in here. Let's see. So you get the stuff off that switch cover. This is you come through here, Dylan, and make a good paint punch list for them. As you can see, like right there, you can see where the paint's on the trim paint, wall paint on the trim paint. Lines aren't real clean. Like up there, you see a lot of wall paint on the ceiling. You can really see where this wall was taken out, kind of the sheetrock. We need to sand this down a little bit better and add some mud to it, kind of feather it out a little bit. But for the most part, it looks great, but you can tell that. If you get the vents put back in the floor here, clean the windows. Of course, we got to clean the whole house real good. But yeah, other than paint touch up, then we got the appliances. We got a light missing here too. I guess we're putting a chandelier here, or breakfast area. We got the stove here to be put in, the dishwasher. And again, the shoe mold needs to be painted real good, like it's just been put on, it wasn't painted. The shoe mold on that door looks dingy. This door itself kind of looks dingy. I would even remove these hardware pieces off of it. Yeah, you can see the base and the shoe just looks real dingy looking out here. Not bad though, this place is really, overall looks fantastic. I guess in here we were leaving these cabinets like this. I guess we're leaving them like stained like that. And again, this base and shoe in here, it just needs to be totally repainted. It just looks horrible looking. A little bit of wall paint touch up. Like you can see right there where it wasn't ever painted. Yeah. A little bit of ceiling touch up here. So there's a little bit of paint issues with it. For the most part, again, though, it looks good in here. The whole general concept's great. Big picture is great. Move down the hallway. See a little paint blemish there. With a touch-up paint on the doors. Two guys just need to spend half a day in here probably touching up paint. Need some paint touch-up down there on the floor near the base. And these bathrooms, I guess they need all their resurfacing done. We need to get a toilet seat if we can for this toilet. All the resurfacing's got to be done. We need to put the cabinet door back on. I don't know if we're replacing the hinges or not. These cabinets need to, you might want to scrape a little bit on it, touch up the paint on them a little bit. You got to resurface this tub, put a new shower head, of course, in it, fix that drain, you replace that drain. For the most part, though, looks good. Got to do hardware. I guess we're waiting to get our hardware for everything. Lights on. Just waiting on hardware. Looks like we need a pole too. I guess we got these poles already. I think they're supposed to be metal poles or something. For the closets. We got the door stops on. They just need touch-up paint, really. Same thing in here, minor touch-up paint. Like that door, like, can be painted again around it. Looks like we still need our poles in here. Yeah, we definitely need poles in the closets. Master bath, we need to get our resurfacing done, place the hinges, do little bit of sanding, scraping, and paint touch up on this cabinet. See how it's just peeling right off? And do a little bit more to these cabinets, these vanities, as far as paint goes. I guess Joe was saying to leave that white before. Let's see if we can't get us a towel holder to go in here. And again, resurface. Little paint touch up on the ceiling. Yeah, the ceiling looks horrible. I already know that they've even painted in here on the ceiling. They can touch that little hole up with mud. Paint up a little bit more on the door. We'll go down to the basement real quick. Let's check this other secondary bedroom out. Yeah, you can tell the paint's just bad. It's almost like it didn't even, if you can see this right here where it looks flat looking in here, it was just primered and then no semi-gloss put right there. They got to really check the trim paint. Really check their trim paint in this house. That's a big thing I see right off hand. We need our poles in here too. Again. All right, we're gonna shoot down to the basement real quick. Looks pretty good down here. I think we got to do another handrail or secure this one or something. I don't know if it's supposed to happen over here. Not. For the most part, it's pretty good down here too. Got to need to paint this door. Well, unless we paint it on the end, we also got to paint on the inside. They put a cover on that doorknob. Over here, we need to get all this hanging stuff, like these weird looking wires. I would even probably take, I don't know that we need insulation on that. That's kind of weird. All these wires that's hanging on the pipes, and this weird looking stuff that's hanging and dangling down under here. Get that down off. Clean up under here, get all the random wires hanging down, and let's put a nice looking moisture barrier under here. I think it might help with that moisture that we can smell under here a little bit when you walk down if we just cover this ground up. But for the most part, that's it down here. We got a little water down here. I don't know if it's from a leak or what. We need to cover up this box right here. Any box we see like that, let's just slap a cover on it. These wires right here, they need to be put into a box. Those to be put into a box, definitely put into a box. These are going to be called out on the inspection. The home inspector's going to walk down here and see this, and he may scare the buyers with that if they don't know anything about electrical. So let's make sure we get a little change order, whatever, get that covered up. Look for that same thing over here. Look good under here for that same type stuff underneath the floor. And that's pretty much it down here. So that's pretty much it for this whole video for this one. This looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks good. There's the big general picture. Really wide open. Awesome.